Hey friends, I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to talk about email and some of the myths behind email marketing, especially in the network marketing space. And my goal today is that you feel encouraged, that email is a strong tool that really won't take all that long, but will allow you for growth in your network marketing business. So let's first talk a little bit about what's the purpose of email. And the purpose of email is very similar to the purpose of a customer Facebook group. It's just a different way of getting people the information. So the first purpose is to encourage people to use product by sharing success stories. And we want to be able to do that in Facebook groups and over email. Number two, we want to remove barriers to product use. So I get my products, there's all this stuff. I may not know how to use it. I may not integrate it into my daily routine, etc. And what we want to do is we want to use email to remove those things, because customers are not going to keep buying more and more product if they don't run out of what they have. So we want to remove barriers to increase product use. The third thing we want to do is we want to increase event attendance. Now, this will start when your team is small. We want to make sure that whatever events are coming up, that you are promoting and inviting people through via email. And if you're using email as a way to go about this, then you will have more people come to your events. We typically, whenever we have a workshop, we have usually one a month, 75% of our registrations come through email. Even though we have a very, very vibrant social media presence. The fourth purpose is to create connection. And this is what makes email and text totally different. And even email versus follow-up is we connect as humans through stories. The things that you know about me as a human, as a sales trainer, are usually because of stories that I've told you. That increases connection. I can't connect truly with people just by like, hey, how's it going? Or a graphic or anything like that. So four things we want to do with email. Number one, encourage by sharing success. Number two, remove barriers to product use. Number three, increase event attendance. Number four, create a connection that is not possible through text. So that's what we're trying to do. And so what are some of the myths that people have around, or that people believe around email marketing? The first myth is that no one opens email. And this is very similar to the email is dead argument. And I don't know. I just do not think that's true. What's true is that 25% of people opening emails, or let me say it again, 25% of emails being opened is good. And 25 to 30% of your sales are likely to come through email. Now, it's not 100%. And I think why this myth is really prevalent is because as humans, we naturally move into binary thinking, right? It's all or nothing. It's like, I'm a good mom or I'm a bad mom. It's never, I'm an okay-ish mom, which is probably really what's true. Or I'm good at some things and not so great at another. So I'm both a good and a bad mom. And so email is like no one opens or everyone opens, like it's either 0 or 100%, but that's not how it works. Now, here's what's something that's really interesting about the open rates. The open rates are typically per email. So if I send one email a month to, just for the sake of simplicity, 100 people, I will have 25 email opens. If I send one email a week to those 100 people, I will get 25 opens, 25 opens, 25 opens, 25 opens. If I'm changing the types of emails, different people are going to respond to different things. I'm going to get 100 opens. I'm going to be communicating 100 times by sending one email a week versus one email a month. That's why people that send one email a month feel like, oh, it doesn't get me anywhere because it's not frequent enough to really do anything. Myth number two, I will bother them. If I send emails, I will bother them. Now, most major brands will send multiple emails. Here's a really funny example of my own email marketing behavior. I'm sure you could tell I do not wear very much makeup, a little bit of mascara, a little bit of foundation. But I'm on Mac's email list, and they email like sometimes twice a day. And I just delete it and I move on. I stay on their email list on the offhand chance once a year that there is a sale on that particular thing. Even though they send a lot, they aren't bothering me because I've opted in for those emails. I know I have the option to unsubscribe if I don't want them. And so I'm like, okay, that's cool. Now, what is bothersome is when we're just like boom, 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 boom. And we're going to not do that. We're going to do something different. What's true, well, actually, I'm going to get to this in the third myth. So if you're thinking you're going to bother them, that is a myth. In fact, I think that sometimes personal follow-up can be trickier than email, because when you're doing personal follow-up, it is like, hello, how are you doing? And that's not the way I would teach follow-up anyway. But an email that's like, here's a story that you might be interested in reading, or here's some tips that may be helpful, that actually isn't going to feel as much pressure to respond. They can consume some of that passively. I'm not saying we don't ever want to ask direct questions or we don't ever want to do personal follow-up. But email is going to be much less, if you want to use the word, invasive, than a direct message even. So I just don't think that that is true. I think it's a myth. I will bother them over email. Number 3, they're going to think it's pushy and spammy. So pushiness and spamminess is not about the way you are communicating, like the modality you're communicating. It's actually about the way you are communicating. It's about what is your content. And so if your content is just like graphic, you should buy this, you should buy this. If the tone of emails is you should blank, then that's always going to feel pushy, whether it's an email, whether it's a text, whether it's a voice-to-voice conversation. It's not whether it's email or not. Newsletters are out. Straight product promos are out. Stories and education are in. Most of the people that are in marketing right now are like, if you are in a product-based business, then you want to also make sure you have an information component and an educational component. So one of the why am I talking about makeup so much in this podcast? I'm going to do some soul searching on that. But one of the professional development sources we use is Smart Marketer, and we're doing this email marketing thing, and they were just talking about the brand that we're using as an example is Boom by Cindy Joseph, and they were using educational components even in selling makeup to help people understand some of the ways it works. And so newsletters and straight product promos are out. Stories and education are in. And this is my favorite part, is that this is what network marketers are great at. To be great at network marketing means we got to like people. So we have to want to be helpful to people. We have to understand what people's problems are. And we know that we are going to get the most success if we're able to share stories and share education. And email is just really a great, great, great way to do it. I can't really express it so much, but if you're feeling held back by some of these myths in network marketing or network marketing emailing, I just wanted to dispel them a little bit, tell you what's true, hoping that this encourages you to try out sending some emails to your people. And if you guys want some help with that, we're doing a workshop, and we're happy to share all of our resources with you in that workshop to give you a head start on this project. So I hope this encourages you. I hope it inspires you to send emails. I really hope it's helpful. And I also hope you have a great day. Bye.